Yes, here we are, keeping the ball on the ground. Very special day for us. It is the legend Paul Slaney's birthday. He's going to join us any minute. He's been in London all weekend. Here he comes! Yes!
That's big, Kev. It's probably because you get that 7 million views. You know what did they come?
He's patched us, mate. On your birthday,
that's shambles. Shambles.
We'll do it without him. We'll do it without him.
Do you want a can,
you
sir?
look tremendous. He's a can. He's a can. Happy birthday, young man. Tremendous stuff. I never got you a present.
I can't believe the big man's no turn
The
up.
big man's meant
That's
to
absolutely
bring a cake and all sorts. Oh, what's that?
Oh.
Who's that? Who could that be? Who could that possibly be?
I'm not.
What's happening? I can't get it proper.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
What's your birthday, young man?
Oh, what a buzz. I'm gonna party like it's your birthday. Slaney, it's your birthday.
Did Paul and Tim get your naked dumps this morning?
Well, that's the problem, Si. Paul the Wim, or is the boy Paul the Frimpong. Superb, innit? Big Paul's still in his bed, so I don't know if he's got a gift or a gaff for me coming inside. Going to wait for me. I can't wait to see what he's got me.
Kev, did you get him in?
No, I didn't actually. I just started pie the cake.
Best I've seen you by it, eh?
Oh, superb, what a buzz. And honestly, boys, a year ago the day, I actually believe, Si, and I mean this, and I felt it today, why is this not a national holiday? It will eventually be, Si, during my birthday, a year ago today. Freddie Mercury died 28 years ago today, Si. I know it was the day before, but me and Freddie Mercury are the same. So we were born, Kev, and died on the same day. So it's a special, and to spend it with used to, oh my God.
Well, there was meant to be a special guest here.
I know.
Susan Slaney, what's happening? She was going to wear George's suit and everything.
I'm hoping, Si, I'm still hoping she's going to come
burst in.
along, but I heard a bit of noise through the room last night.
Is the fact that Paul and Tim's still in his bed, does that say something?
I don't know. I don't know if there's an affair going on with Paul the Women, man. I don't know.
By the way, we spoke to her, right? She was going to wear your dad's suit, but I also heard the rumour this weekend that your dad wears suits too long for him because he's got a knuckle duster that says PIMP on it. Is that true?
I've seen that. Bought me his bed, Si. I've seen that. Kev.
Kev, the hoverboard. Tremendous stuff, mate. You've blown up, man.
No,
I mean you have blown up, but I mean...
Big man. 7 million, 8 million
I
views.
don't even know.
Oh,
I don't even know.
The $1 million man they're calling you now.
No,
Or the $1 million baby, I'd like to call. Yeah, what
Mate,
a
can you
video.
believe it?
No, you know what? That video happened in February this year, about 8 months ago. 9
did
months
it,
ago,
right?
aye. So I said to my wife, you never ever show anybody that video, you get it deleted. She says, no, we'll keep it for the kids, we'll look back and laugh on it. So I was sitting obviously showing the kids old videos for years ago and that, and up popped this one, and the wife says, why don't you put it on Twitter, says, and see if you get a wee chocolate at it? I went, aye, why no? And then took the reins off for a bath, and that thing's got 20,000 views, 50,000, and then Slaney's the next text me, that thing will get to 1 million, 6 million, I don't know, so...
Tremendous.
People
You
are
got any
saying,
other videos that you didn't want us to see?
I've got a few, aye, but they're for me and Lindsay's only.
By the way, I'll try to get you a present today in the tune, but everything was shut. But I have got a present for you.
Could you, Si?
I'll babysit Lawless for you, and you and the winger can get a night out. No, just Kev's video that's blown up.
Aye.
The Joker. You broke the internet to 2 years, eh?
Si,
What a day.
It was the most special time, but also the most hardest, because ever since I watched the Joker, I lived like the Joker, Si. I didn't come out of character for the last 2 months. Only came out of character when I was doing the podcast, Si.
Right.
But when I've been living like the Joker, and my goodness, you've seen me last week, Si, in my bed, in tears, went I screaming, sending voice notes to everybody, laughing, just out of nothing. So it's been really, really tough. But my God, as the day my Joker was released, the sequel is coming, the Joker 2.
Is it?
My
Meant
God,
to be in
how,
it.
imagine that.
Have you spoke to Joaquin Phoenix?
No, he's certainly a man, Si, that I don't know what I'm trying to say here at all.
Did he
Si,
do the Joker justice, Jen?
pathetic, Si, to say the least. I don't think he was good. Losing weight, why, we all like to see a fat Joker like me, so do you know what I mean? We like to see a skinny Joker.
By the way, guess who was spotted in Baby Gap? Wee Willie buying a Batman costume. He's coming for you, Brian.
That's funny you say that, no. I seen a wee baby run across the stairs when I was at. I think he's trying to get my thunder side. Oh, superb.
Kev, Have Slaney, have Ironbrew been in touch yet?
Well, it's been the most watched advert Ironbrew history. Even though it's not officially theirs yet, if they don't up their game, well, we'll walk on and go elsewhere to the top side. But I will be the greatest Ironbrew man that's ever lived. And the Snowman advert, Kev.
Aye.
It's coming up to Christmas. It's made for it.
You've got Rudolph's nose as well.
Rudolph's nose, me and the Snowman, and I can't think anybody better than Big Kev to be the Snowman. Us two flying about George Square. Kev. Paul the Wim could be the Snowman.
Snowman, wow.
And crap use carrot.
Kev, what about have you had anyone offering you money for the hoverboard?
I've had a few.
£100 was it?
£100, aye. £100
Embarrassing.
Any future revenue, but to be honest, it's my wee contingent of followers on Twitter. As long as they enjoyed it, almost everybody thought it was funny. A lot of people saying that I should have the social chatting at my door for bad parenting, but I suppose when you try to chuck the wee man into an oven, it's never great.
Okay, but the video after the big man was amazing. The wee man was going about himself.
I've actually he picked his cell up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I hate
That's what life's about, man.
It's a good life lesson to these young up-and-coming footballers in their game.
Aye.
Sometimes you're doing there, you've just got to get yourself up and going and try again.
When you get fucked off an oven, you must come back stronger, side. You know what I mean?
By the way, lovely kitchen he's got.
Unbelievable. You can't have money, big man, can you?
No, I haven't got
And I seen your Sunday roast as well.
Oh man.
I mean, missus is on fire by it.
Like a proper, was it the chicken still with the legs? Not? Did you see that?
But then what was the wee bit in the middle? Was that a
That
duck?
was a nice gammon joint.
Oh.
Ham joint. I tell you what, I says to her last night when she made it, I says, you left or something, aren't you?
Did you put your big meat on the table now?
Last thing I want to, what's the sweet? You got sweeties?
Oh mate, Harry Potter land. You've just
Just been back for London.
Back for London, baby. Kev, these are the best sweets. You've just tried one, Kev. Honestly, big man.
No.
Butterscotch, please, mate. Wait to try these. These are.
I bet you they're these fiery ones, aren't they?
No, I swear to God, mate. I'll put one.
Will you eat one then?
Aye, swear to God.
Because I'll know if your nose goes any red, I'll look like you're lying to me.
Well, mate, they're unreal, mate. Butterscotch. It's just superb. Are they nice? Oh, look at that.
Alright, aye. What for you, Lolly?
Come on, put one in.
That's terrible.
What the fuck?
Oh,
The fish.
some teeth.
Can't believe I had to put one in a row. I didn't get you. Fucking hell, man.
Do you know what?
Yeah, eat some cake.
Eat that.
Big Brucey. Right, before we move on to the football, we need to mention our good sponsors. You want to do it? So I'm sick of doing the
Aye,
offer.
yeah.
There you go, Slaney. Did the offer since it's your birthday.
The greatest and most successful offer in history is the William Hill offer. You bet £10, you get a £30 free bet side. My goodness, this offer is never going to run outside. You know what that bet it is.
And Kev, who else have we got?
We've got Black Rooster, our famous chicken friends. That chicken I produced last night at the table was absolutely nowhere near Black Rooster.
Correct. Good. You're getting it. Now, we need to mention as well, the Be Inspired boys have helped us the last couple of weeks, giving us their place. And we need to say congratulations to Coco, who completed his sponsored silence.
Superb. I give him a hard one for it. So superb, Coco. Magnificent son.
What would you make of the performance, Kev? You can go first.
I think the thing is, when we walked out to Be Inspired that morning, Cocky or Coco, whatever you call him, he was buzzing. He was pure like hyper.
Buzzing,
and then as soon as the camera opened up, he just...
That's the difference.
That must have been when the cue was for the sponsored silence to start. And we Robbo was bang on. We Robbo, really. But the two of the guys, both humble guys, didn't earth. Just raised, I didn't fleece the place, but I'll fleece it on Wednesday.
And Coco looked like he'd actually been stung by a bee, didn't he, before we started?
I couldn't understand it, the both of them say. To be fair, I don't know if they've heard us talk about the mouse Hecklebottom. The two of them were like me mice in that couch, weren't they? They were pathetic, how quiet they were. But good on them, Si.
They're doing all right.
They're doing well for themselves, but it will be the last time they ever set stage in your show again, Si. They let themselves down.
Right, Scotland. Home tie against Israel. And if we win, we'll play either Norway or Serbia away from home in the final. How do you rate our chances, Big Kevin Kyle, as a Scotland international?
Well, I think we've already beat Israel, didn't we, in the Nations League?
Well, we got beat away and we won at home.
Aye, so the home game, big game, we know what's at stake. I think at the draw, would you rather have one of the other two in the semi-final and take your chances maybe in the final against possibly Israel if they could beat one of the other two? But I think you've just got to get yourself to the final, and then a one-off game. If you can't get up for that, the chance to 90 minutes away from the chance to get to a European Championship, you know what I mean? We must be the first home nation that doesn't qualify for a competition that's on your doorstep.
Surely we can beat Israel, come on.
We'll beat Israel.
I think I'm going to say it right now, and I've said it in the past, Scotland will qualify, Si.
Wow.
I think they'll qualify. I think you look at the final, if they get there, Serbia and Norway, is it? They've got the final. It'll be a very, very tough tie, Si, but I believe Scotland will make it. I seen in the paper, Scott Brown maybe coming back.
Yeah, I'm going to move on to that now.
Yeah,
Good link, good.
A great link, me and you really link well. But that's what I'm saying, Scott Brown coming back. Is it the right time, Kev, do you think, for him?
I think Scott obviously would add something to the squad, whether that be his experience from having the number of caps he has, his experience at Celtic. Is that fair on other players who are...
Mate, scrap fair. Who cares about fair?
No, I'm in the Simon Ferry ship here where you've got to play your best players that are available to you. If Scott Brown wants to come out of retirement, then so be it. If some players aren't happy with that, then I don't really care, to be honest, because how good would it be, us as a country, that actually get to because there's a whole generation that's missed Scotland going to a major tournament. So if Scott Brown wants to come out of retirement, then I think he's got to earn his place ultimately. But we need everybody. We need everybody that we possibly can.
Yeah.
Don Hutchinson could even come out of retirement. I would go for that as well.
Because the suits on the old sports team were saying that Brown shouldn't play, shouldn't come out of retirement. What do you make of that?
No, that's a lot of nonsense, to say the least. Scott Brown is an absolute leader, and that's the guys you need in your team to get you through. And you look at guys like McGregor, Jack, guys like Andy Robertson, who is the captain of Scotland, but he'll learn so much off Brown as well. It'll take a wee bit off him as well, Si. The pressure on him as the captain at Liverpool, and Brown will come in and revitalise that team. For me, it's a must. I don't know if it's a rumour or Scott Brown's actually come out and said he wants to go. For me, that's an absolute must. He will. When you see Scott Brown, we say he's an absolute.
He's the first pick. Scott Brown's the first name on the team sheet for Celtic.
Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer for me. If Scott Brown wants to play for Scotland, Scott Brown plays.
Yeah.
Scotland have not got a player like Scott Brown who can get other people going.
Yeah, Ryan Jack's great. He came in there and played a couple of games and he done great. Ryan Jack. But he maybe lacks the experience, international experience, the experience over time. I think Ryan Jack would work well with Scott Brown. I think,
especially in away games, kids. Here we are in Serbia, Ryan Jack.
The one thing we are struggling is defensively. So to have maybe two defensive type midfielders and because we've got great forward thinking players, it's just they'll never be able to express themselves because we're always on the back foot all the time. Whereas if we could shore up the back of the defence, maybe these more expressive players can express themselves. I don't know. It's just I think we've got to look at all options.
So right, mate, and even with Ryan Jack, we were saying about learning off players, it'd be brilliant for Ryan Jack to come in and play alongside Brown and see him and learn off him, because that is Ryan Jack's sort of role where he's looking to be in 10 years' time as a Scott Brown. So it would be a total no-brainer for me, Si.
Like you say, we struggle defensively. We'll go away to Norway, go away to Serbia, bank of four at the back. Scott Brown, Ryan Jack sitting and let your forward players go and play.
Exactly. That's because I think we'll beat Israel. Are we going to outpass Norway or Serbia and create loads of chances? And I don't think we are. But are we able to be tight, defensive, and maybe catch him on the break or maybe a set piece or corner? Possibly. Yeah. So I think you've got to look at all options. And I think the idea of Scott Brown, Ryan Jack would allow other players to maybe create that one bit of moment, the McFadden moment, the moments like that in Scottish history that we're going to need if we get to the final. And
things are timing well. Lee Griffiths is back in action for Celtic. Ollie McBurney scored against Man United. Encouraging signs for the striker department.
Superb, and that's what we've said for a while, the defence centre-back and up top, the two huge parts of the game, and we've struggled with that. But that's great. Griffiths is a top goal scorer, and McBurney scoring against Man United. You've said before, that boy's obviously got something. He must have. You do not score double figures in the Championship in England. I don't care what anybody says. He get criticised for Scotland when Scotland were barely touching the ball, nobody doing about him. Do you know what I mean? See if Scotland were battering teams and there was crosses coming in the box,
he'd score goals.
He would score goals, So it's very, very positive. For a once in a long time, it's looking really good for Scotland at the moment. Yeah. And I'm very, very encouraged with it, Kev. Very encouraged with it.
I think Lee Griffiths, I think that gives the players that have been in squads and the players that are now back at their clubs, it maybe gives them a wee bit of optimism, thinking, you know what, if we could get Griffiths back playing back, we might have a chance. And the whole Ollie McBurney bait, he got a right bad bit of stick and a bad bit of press. But see if we do get to the final and we play Serbia or Norway, Ollie McBurney might be that pivotal point up front that we are going to need. So when we are maybe backs against the wall, we're needing a night ball.
Yeah,
and McBurney last week.
And the shot, remember, you done a target man.
Oh, exactly. That's what I mean. We need that out ball, and then say we're getting beat 1-0, you can put McBurney up there. So when we're maybe playing longer balls or whatever, he make it difficult for defenders to actually clear the ball. And then with Griffiths and players like that can maybe pick up second balls. we just need everybody firing in the right direction. And see, we've got a 25, 30 man squad to pick from. It can only be good news because we haven't had that for a long time.
I think Lee Griffiths is perfect for that lone striker on it. He loves that being the man up there on his, as you say, if they're drawn with 20 minutes to go, put him and McBurney up top and go for it.
You're right.
Encouraging signs, young men.
Superb signs.
Like to be Scottish again? Absolutely not.
See on the Scotland thing, right?
Yes.
Can I just say, right, it's obviously Christmas time coming up, and I want to buy the wee man, somebody's want to buy the wee men some strips for Scotland strips for Christmas. 92 quid for a 5-year-old.
Shocking.
For a
Get
full
him sent
strip.
out the big man. 7 million views. Get him sent out.
Wow.
Wow. Get the wee man in a Scotland strip on the hoverboard again. There you go. There's your advert for Christmas. JD.
92
Tremendous.
quid. I just like, let's encourage the kids that want to
Encourage, I love that.
support Scotland.
Encourage.
Imagine growing up and saying, Mum, I want a Scotland strip. Sorry, son, it's 92 quid.
No, he's wanting this. You're wanting it for your Christmas as well, aren't you?
I've ordered one online.
Have you, aye?
£92, not a problem for me, Si.
John Fleck scored in the same game. Should he be featuring more for Scotland? Good play, Flecky.
You're spot on, Si, but John Fleck's not in the game. He's that Arthur Fleck's been in the playing Joker, so he's certainly not in the game with the success his dad's got. Maybe me coming out and doing the Joker has certainly took a wee bit of limelight. I played with Flecky at the youth team Scotland. We were very, very close, Flecky, but I think John Fleck's a top player.
Yeah.
So I really do. I think when he came out, he got compared to Wayne Rooney at Rangers. He was 16, breaking through 15. He was a top player. I remember when we were out with Scotland side, everybody in the hotel, Wales and the Lion team were all coming up for pictures and whatever.
Really?
I know no word they lie, all coming up for pictures. And he took it on his stride. Was he Billy Big Time? Aye, absolutely. And that's what I love to see. And he's rightly so. For what he's done, he's been very under the radar in Scotland. People have just sort of forgot about him.
That's what happens when you go down there, isn't it?
But do you know what? Down there.
Raving about him.
Absolutely, Si. Now he's in the Premier League, scoring against Man United. Is that good? No, because Solskjaer's a bum. But forget that. John Fleck. It's going to be. We're talking about this. You've got, if Scott Brown comes back, Jack, Brown, McGregor, Fleck. Brilliant, Si. Promising.
Why don't we just play 8 in midfield, man?
I would play 9 centre midfielders and 2 left backs with Tierney and Robertson. Enjoy yourself.
That's the thing, though. Hopefully, see, when you look at the players that we've got, it is just that centre half position, isn't it? Now, Andrew Considine has said he feels hard done.
Oh, wow.
Kev, I'm going to ask you first. Should Andy
no.
Considine be... I've got... If Andy Considine could remove the quaver toe face, I think he's got a chance, but should he be considered?
I'd like to pass that question, obviously.
Absolutely not. I couldn't tell you what Andy Considine looks like. I've heard his name for about 20 years. As Si says, take the quaver off your toe, put your boots in the bin and give up, son. Not for me. Andy Considine for
Do you remember the
Scotland,
video he
give me a
done?
break,
For his, I think it was his stag doing. He was dancing in a dress with his mates. Have you seen that?
I think he plays in a dress.
But if we're short on centre half options, why Andy Considine's big physical.
Mate, he couldn't make the centre of a donut. Not a chance. I think I possibly would have played against Andy.
Kiss his hat. 500 appearances he played at the weekend for Aberdeen.
Aye, so we're talking about him, right? So.
But if Declan Gallagher and Stuart Finlay are getting a chance, why should Andy Considine?
Well, I agree with you there. If Stuart
Played
Finlay
in
gets
Europe
a
for
chance, I would definitely give Andy Considine a chance. To be
We're
fair,
horrible, aren't
I were horrible today. All the dressing rooms are going to hate us on Wednesday.
Oh my God.
But not a problem. Andy Considine, season pro. He's never been considered for Scotland in the past, so all of a sudden we get to a semi-final and he's thrown his name in the hat.
Well, let me say, if Andy Considine gets called up for Scotland and makes an appearance at Hampden via Israel, I will streak on the pitch and jump Steve Clark naked. There you go.
I thought you were going to say you'd support Israel.
Absolutely.
But see, for me, Andy Considine, he can't get a game at centre half for Aberdeen. So I don't know how he can, like, he plays at left back when he plays for
To be
Aberdeen.
fair, you've got to admire that the guy's like he's self-confident.
He's had a great career, by the way.
Of course he has.
500 games for Aberdeen.
To say that like he thinks he's good enough, that's fine. You know what I mean? There's no reason why you kind of big yourself up. But the reality is, that although we are struggling in the centre half department, Andy Considine's time as a possible time a Scotland cap is probably well gone.
32, 33.
He's past it. So no past it in terms of international stuff. Even though we're trying to get Scott Brown back at 39. But I just think that no, he's not being considered now. There's no reason why he's going to be considered.
So you think guys like Porteous are better options than Andy Considine?
Well, when you say Porteous, he's only young.
Is it better then? Is it better to bleed the young ones, or is it better to just stick with the older ones until we get?
But if we keep doing the older ones, we're never going to know what's coming through in the future. Yeah. So I think we like Porteous and Declan Gallagher and younger guys. Like if we don't, like I hope we do, but if we don't, try and build a team that's like a 4-year plan.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys in 4 years' time, they're only going to be 25, 26, 27, whereas Andy Considine is going to be 36 trying to get a gig in the open goal. That's not going to happen either. But I just think that, no, I'd rather see some of the younger guys like John Suter, Porteous, guys that are getting a chance because they're going to be our future.
Right, okay, spot on. We'll stay on Aberdeen. They drew with St Johnstone with 9 men. Paul Slaney, what did you make of it? You're not interested in these games, eh?
I'm not interested in my birthday side, and I shouldn't be talking about it, but I'm here and I get paid big money to sit here and talk about it. So I think, as I've said since I've been on the show for a year, I think Derek McInnes has to go. So no. Know that he didn't deserve to get sacked. He should have a job for life, but he's done it at Aberdeen. But for his own sake, I think he needs freshened up side. Right. For him, I think he's a new challenge. He's got to.
Where is that challenge going to be though, Paul? Because
I know
he's not done. He never done too good at Bristol City. Obviously, circumstance like Bristol City were in a bad state. But is it another Scottish club? Hearts?
Maybe, Si. But I mean, I remember his time came. He was going to go to Rangers. It looked very much so at one point, and it didn't come through. But he's been to so many finals with Aberdeen. He's not won them. He's not going to win the league. He's not going to get close to that. So I think he needs a new challenge. I think he should try to get down south again. Yeah. I know it didn't work, but it doesn't always work everywhere you go. I would give that another bash, Si, for him.
That's the thing. See, the days now for me of Aberdeen getting in finals are gone now. Because Rangers are back and they're stronger. It'll be, for me,
so
if the draw works, it'll be Celtic and Rangers finals.
Do you then question his tenure as Aberdeen manager when Rangers weren't in the league? Has he done a good job, or was he just doing the job that he should have been doing? But you mentioned there, like obviously Hearts. Would he be a fit for Hearts? I think he'd be a great. I think it'd be great for him because it's a challenge, and if he could turn Hearts into like an Aberdeen, the Hearts fans would be able to win with that. Because if they could guarantee like European or the chance of European football every season, getting to a semi-final. I know Hearts got to the final last year, but on a regular basis, Hearts fans would love that because at the minute they've got no, they're all over the place.
What would Derek McInnes' thought process be going to Hearts? What would, if he'd gone for Aberdeen?
To get them the third best team, probably.
But he's had that, hasn't he?
I know, but he's had that, and the way the teams are now in the Scottish Premier League is that he'll finish third again comfortably. Hearts, Kilmarnock will give them a run for the money, but they'll finish third. But Hearts on such a mess now that it's a big job trying to get them to that point because it's not going to be one season. It's going to take 2 seasons, so that'll be a challenge. Right, clear the decks, have a pre-season, bring in some new faces, change the club around, get them going in the direction.
Who's got the decks? Who's the DJ?
Bobby Petter.
Clear Bobby's decks. Did you say clean Bobby's decks?
Clean Bobby's decks.
Or the other option with Derek McInnes is, does he go back down south and try and have another crack at it? But down south are very ruthless, where if you come down, you fail.
Alex Neil said at the weekend in his interview, did you watch it? It was in the build-up to the Hamilton Rangers game. He says, the thing with Scottish managers, you only get one chance down here, you need to develop. I think it'd be tough.
It would be tough, that's what I mean. A club high up, maybe Championship, top of League One, would struggle to take a chance on him, whereas he's maybe looking at League Two, possibly bottom of League One. Would he want to go for that? I don't think he would. No. And the fact, why would he not go to Hearts? Maybe because he's maybe on a package up there in Aberdeen that he enjoys. He enjoys. His life's probably settled. He's comfortable, and maybe he just enjoys it. But for me, at some point, he's probably got a wee burning desire to achieve something a wee bit different.
Yeah, I want a headline for you. Both of you. Who's a bigger club, Aberdeen or Hearts? Wow, what a question! It's not even on the sheet.
Aberdeen.
Right. Can I ask a question from a question? Big club as in size, or
well, you're a manager. You've got the option of two. Who would you choose? Or a player, even. Take your Hearts. Take the fact that you've been at Hearts.
I'm going to take the love for Hearts right out, and I'm going to pick Hearts.
Right, you think Hearts are a bigger club?
Because I just think, like, having played with Hearts, I think people underestimate how big they really are. Aberdeen are up there in the north, east. That's all they've got to support. Whereas I think Hearts, obviously Aberdeen back in the day, they were winning European trophies. Alec Ferguson, guys like Alec McLeish and William Miller, that big,
Aberdeen are a bigger club than me.
I'm just going to say Hearts. I certainly don't want to fight in my Hearts contingent.
On Aberdeen, Stuart Millen stepped in, and there's a new chairman, the guy who's got the training ground, Cormac. Aberdeen fans on Twitter want Derek McInnes out, and they want to change.
What are Aberdeen fans? What are they wanting? So they want Derek McInnes.
I think they want better football, better
football. Is that what it is? So if that's the reason, then it's a valid reason. and they've got every right to call for the manager's head of it because they're the paying customers.
I just think, but we talk about this brilliant football, like,
Is he on the budget they've got? How do you get brilliant football players? I look at Aberdeen, right? They've got good players, but they've not got that one player that can play the through ball, can make someone happen for the middle of the pitch. But on Aberdeen's budget, how do you get that player?
No, of course. I think like they've been great Aberdeen for the last 4 or 5 years. You're always going to have a couple of seasons side where you're rebuilding again and players maybe get older, they leave, you need to build again, and that's what Derek McInnes is probably going through the new side. I'm just saying, from my point of view, I would like to see Derek McInnes change, but for their fans to want him out, who do they want to get? Who do they want to get? So if you've got a person you think would be better than Derek McInnes, you tell me. But I know certainly, Si, there is nobody better than him for Aberdeen. Much better than Derek McInnes.
What about Big Beat stealing the Martin Allen story?
Come on, big boy.
I heard he's obviously going through a bit of a
terrible stuff, young man.
Midlife crisis, I think. I think he's going through a midlife crisis. I think he's been listening to Hugh Keevins too much.
I see him.
Don't even
Is he a target for you?
I'm not a big fan of Hugh Keevins at all. He's probably one of the guys I've spoken about in the past. About when I came into the media game, I said I was going to force every dinosaur out. He's probably the head fossil of the dinosaurs, Hugh Keevins, and I will force him out the door. He's a man I've not got a lot of time for.
Oh, tremendous. Right, Rangers. Not one of their best performances against Hamilton, but Ken, the difference, what a goal. Can I say something though, right? If you're Hamilton Accies manager, I'd be fuming. You're in the game, you get it back to 1 each. Ryan Kent picks the ball in the middle of the goal. He's left-footed. He's left-footed as a wand. Just show him on his right foot. Even like top players, Chelsea against Man City the weekend, Mahrez, he's going to come in on his left foot. He's been doing it for 5 years.
Stupid,
show him on his right foot.
Do you think like the manager will obviously do his history, like his research about who they're playing against, and he'll give his team as much information. Do you think players nowadays take an interest in what other teams are doing? So like for example, if I was playing well, that's true. I just think that when I knew who were playing, the fixture list, so you know you're playing on Saturday, I would do my own wee bit of research and know that Ian Dowie, for example, the manager Coventry, when I was there, he would give you like a book on the Monday, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages long, of questions, and you had to study that on your team you're playing on Saturday. See, on a Friday, he would hit you with 3 random questions. And see if you didn't get it right, you weren't playing.
That's brilliant, all of it.
And I thought, like, but it was good because it gives you an insight into who you're playing against. Yeah. Because if we're going to, just sorry, we're going to be a bit off topic here, but if you're playing Hearts on Saturday, you're going to tell your team to absolutely murder Hickey because he had a shocker at the weekend. He struggled with certain things. But if I was Hickey, you'd then tell him to watch his performance and learn from it. Whereas I don't think players are actually watching. So Ryan Kent, he's on the television a lot. You know, he plays in the left wing, he plays in the right wing. He does the same thing. Sometimes when he's on the left, he comes in, then he goes and he puts in the cross. He's two-footed. I just think players nowadays, they don't see the danger.
We used to do that as well. DeCanio on a Friday would give you a sheet with every single opposition player, what footed they were, what they weighed, what the height they were, and what they were good at. And like, see if that had happened on Saturday with DeCanio, and he told you Ryan Kent left foot, and you let him come on his left foot and he'd score, he'd slap you.
It's players taking the initiative themselves rather than there's a blame game, somebody else's fault or whatever. It's just, don't get me wrong, the finish is still top drawer. There's still a long way to go from hitting that ball into the top corner, but don't allow him to hit it. Don't give him that opportunity to hit the jackpot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to ask you as well, Slaney, Scott Arfield played on right of midfield. You know a lot of wingers at Rangers. Would you like Scott Arfield playing there?
No, sorry. I believe he's taking a wing place that should be somebody else's place in the winger department. But Scott Arfield, I don't like him. I think he's a great player.
He plays in the centre.
I like playing him centre. I don't like that. To be fair to that side, I think it's all right when you play him there if you've got another winger, like in Kent, and you can balance it a wee bit.
That allows him to come in.
But certainly I would have Scott Arfield more infield. But certainly there shouldn't be him playing out in the wing. That's for sure.
I don't think he's a wide right player at all. Right. We're going to talk about Kilmarnock, battered Hearts 3-0. Is that end Austin McPhee's chances? Yes, you can go first. Because you've got Austin McPhee's suit on.
Yeah, and that's maybe why they should have.
He's got his Hearts suit on?
Yes, he arm around up.
Wow, well maybe that's telling that.
But is that for the budge?
That's for the budge. And see...
Is it her jacket?
Maybe.
Is it her hair?
Maroon velvet, can I borrow that?
See, can I say that now? With the decisions that club's making,
his face is even the same colour as the suit.
It's his birthday, come on,
let me enjoy myself. Right, go. But what I'm saying outside, with the decisions that club's making for the last wee while, They could probably watch this show and say, we're going to appoint him as the manager. That wouldn't surprise me, Si. They are an absolute disgrace, the people in charge of that club.
A month now since Craig Levin's been
an absolute disgrace.
He's now delivering the fruit into the Duchess.
Walking in, putting the fruit in. An absolute disgrace what they've done to the club. And I mean it like now, I don't know if it's just the budget, it's probably other people running about her. Do you know what I mean? Feeding her into the cage. It's just not right, Si. It is an absolute disgrace how there's not been a manager, Si, put in place. When Craig Levine gets sacked, or whatever it was, they should have had somebody ready to go in. Now, if Austin McPhee was the man, if he was for them, appoint him. Appoint him there and then. But for them to leave it dragging on with the international break, it was perfect. And for them not to do that is an absolute disgrace. And I think for their fans, it's disgusting. But I think every single fan shouldn't turn up to the
Can I ask you this, right? Manager gets sacked. The next day, you ask people to put their applications in. You get all the applications in. You pick 3 guys that you like out the 3 applicants and you interview them that week. Why? How can it take a month?
See.
You know, Austin McPhee's been at the club for 5 years. If you like him that much, give him the job.
I just think that when Craig Levine's been asked to step down and step back, is he still having a say in what goes on? Because this shouldn't be happening. The fact that the results were poor enough that it suggested he was going to be getting the sack, surely then, at that point, they should have been sounding out certain individuals for the role of the job so that when they decided, Craig, that's enough, they had a fair idea of who was coming in. But to go through it, you would think good timing because it gave them the window of the international break to find somebody, but they've not. They've not used it. So I can't see what is going to be on a CV that makes it difficult to sift through and think, no, he's no right. Are they waiting on somebody? Are they waiting on somebody leaving a job to come in, or do you know? It just seems too strange.
It's an absolute disgrace. Get to somebody if you're not 100% sure. Get to somebody now to the end of the season side. Many clubs done it. Celtic done it with Neil Lennon when Rodgers left, and a very quick basis they got it sorted right away. You don't leave it linger on side.
The hardest job you can't leave somebody who's never had a job before to take the hardest. And I must say, Big Ick Pease, right midfield.
Oh, Simon, you talked about it earlier on about Arfield playing the right wing. That.
Why would you
I find that's baffling because Rangers have plenty of wingers. Hearts maybe not so, but Ikpeazo's had his best game
Jamie Walker's
against.
Right winger. Play him there.
Big Ikpeazo's had his best game in the Hearts shirt against Rangers 2-3 weeks ago before that national break. He's not played up front since. I don't understand why you would play somebody who maybe Big Ikpeazo to me thinks he can play football, right? In his head, I think he thinks he can play football, but he needs to realise that his best position is that lone striker, bringing other people into play, getting the ball down, playing the simple balls. Know your game. Don't try and complicate your game by doing things that you find difficult to do just because your head thinks you can do it. Mick McCarthy used to say to me, stop fucking doing flicks, stop doing turns, whatever. Just get the ball down, lay it off, get in the box. So that's what I did. Basic is basic in some. Whereas Ikpeazo, somebody's trying to complicate his game, or he's trying to complicate it. Get him up front and use him as a focal point. When you're struggling at the back four, get the ball up whatever way you can and play off the guy. I just find it like if Austin McPhee wants the job, he's not going to. I hope he doesn't get the job. Play your team's strings and give yourself a chance of getting the job.
Look how passionate he is for Hearts. I love it.
Because I
get him a row at the club.
Time for Hearts.
But it's unbelievable.
Fucking.
But that's his. I mean, but that's like Mick McCarthy playing you right wing. That's his decision like that. As you said, bring him in. Honestly, get him out the door. That McPhee.
I need to mention Kilmarnock. For me, right, I don't know how Gary Dicker and Alan Power are still at Kilmarnock. If I'm Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen, I'd go and get Dicker and Power. Brilliant. Did you watch him Saturday?
Aye.
Outstanding. Playing against a good player, Glenn Whelan, who was playing in there with a winger, again, number 7, what's his name, Brezic or something?
Aye.
And A.D. White playing in the middle of the pitch. And Dicker and Power, mate, for me, outside Celtic and Rangers, 2 of the best midfielders.
And as well, at this
Burke,
level,
on fire, your twin, Burke.
That is very... Right. At this level, you don't really find this. Like players that come on and that, they two are very consistent.
Yeah, nah.
Consistency is key, and they two are very consistent.
But again, they are Kilmarnock. I put my hands up because I slaughtered Kilmarnock at the beginning of the season, saying they would struggle.
We all did.
Thankfully, they've turned it round because obviously Kilmarnock's got a wee place in my heart somewhere too. But
well,
they've got a good nucleus right through the middle of their side. And that's what's making them
yeah.
consistent. They're consistent every week. Their two centre-halves are steady. Their two midfielders are brilliant. And the boy Brophy, he's maybe not scoring as many goals as he did last year, but he's busy. He's putting himself in the right places. Burke was rolling back the years.
He
gave two great goals.
Hickey was doing the Canadian band dance.
Hickey got took off at half time. And
I thought he should have took him off sooner.
I would have took him off. I wouldn't have waited. But the good thing is for Hickey that happened to him, as bad as it was.
It's happened a lot, but
as bad as it was, hopefully he'll learn from it. Hopefully somebody within the club will pull him to a side and make him watch the game again and identify, look, this is where you were wrong. Because he's young, he's come in and he was a breath of fresh air because he was the new young kid on the block at Hearts and he was doing quite well. And now he's had a couple of bad spells. Is that down to him? No, it's probably down to the team not playing well. So so it's a new thing for him. So I'd like to maybe take him out the fire line for a couple of games. Yeah. Let him build his confidence back up. He'll come back. He's a young kid. He'll learn from it. But
see, with Chris Burke, good player. But he was like 5 yards off him every time.
Too far away, and like you say, they're showing him in the field. Show him away from the goal. Yeah. Make him cross it. Especially you've got big defenders to defend it. Make him bit.
Supposedly, and this is a real good source, Kilmarnock were having a nightmare at the start of the season, correct?
Yes.
Players weren't happy with the manager. Now, why did that change? And I'll tell you why it changed. Steve Bruce is coaching Kilmarnock as well. That is a God's honest truth.
Alex Bruce.
Alex Bruce was the mole who said Morelos is going to Newcastle. So he's working as an agent for his dad, and his dad's helping out Kilmarnock as well, Big Steve. So that is an inside info side, and I can't see much more. But there will be a story to break.
Do you know why? Because he loves Steve Bruce loves Kelly pies.
Loves Kelly pies, the big man.
Eats one every day. And you've got an exclusive on Dick Campbell.
And I am absolutely scunnered that I've not had my voice to talk about this the other last week. I heard Dick Campbell saying Gary Fraser, he's a player after type of wedding cake. He only said that because that man eats a wedding cake for his breakfast every fucking day. I'm no word of a lie. That's the truth, and that's why he brought the wedding cake up, Kev.
Oh, tremendous, right. Another team that's struggling. What?
Get up. Press up challenge. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Kev.
Come on, big man. I know you can.
Come on, Kev.
You do it. Aye, Si versus Slaney.
He's an animal, but...
No, come on, Si. Alright, Si's favourite.
Oh, dear.
I tell you what, William Hill, £10, get £30.
What's the odds?
I'm going to go for 1-2 and even money.
Wow. Whoa. There you go. Right, we're ready, young man. We're going to face each other?
Aye. Face each other.
I might be sick.
Slaney, don't point your nose in his face.
Ready to go?
Ready?
Go.
Right, so we're going at the same time?
Aye.
Right, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, staying you're doing 15, 19, 16, 18. Come on, keep going. Come on, Slaney. Tell you what, Slaney, your arse is
I'm not saying you're going up and down like this. It's Amsterdam, young man.
Slaney, that's a tight bum, that, isn't it? Go on, Si.
How are you?
He's home, Slaney. He's home.
How are you still going?
Oh, he's gone. Look at him, he's a machine. He's got arms at Popeye. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, this is shit. Find that.
Yes! Look at his arms there.
You need a wax sack.
Oh, dearie me, Paul.
A wax sack and crack, is it? A wax back sack and crack.
Tremendous, young man.
Oh, disappointing.
That was good.
I would have been done after 10 press-ups.
That was good.
That was superb. Well done.
Oh, you all right?
1 to 2 odds.
Easy money.
So if you'd have put on your William Hill free bet, you'd have got 60 quid on, 30 quid on and got 10.
By the way, talking of physical activity.
Yes.
The karate instructor Gary Holt struggling.
Oh, Gary Holt.
Livy are being dragged into it, Kev.
Livy's, they've hit a bit of bad form. The worst thing they've done was beat Celtic.
Yeah.
I don't know, Livingston's, I thought Saturday they would have went to Parkhead and really parked the bus like they did at home, try and catch them and make it hard, but they were so passive. Celtic were very, very good, and in the words of Gary Holt,
world class.
World class. He's losing karate fights at home. The bus isn't working, it's running out of fuel. I don't
By
know.
the way,
Gary,
here's an exclusive for you. I don't know if the papers want to run with this headline, but Gary Holt has actually asked the boy, he says they're not making best use of the AstroTurf. Wants someone to AstroTurf more, he's asked every player to AstroTurf their living room. Can Livy be pulled in it?
Aye, they've really...
Right,
Go Slaney, get your mouth there. I want to fuck you like, get your mouth there. So, will we be brought in? They'll be brought in it. Since they beat Celtic, at the Tony Macaroni Arena, they've been absolutely horrendous because Mickey Devlin's not playing. That's as simple as that. Yeah, I mean, you carry a baby for so long, it hurts your back, so they must change. And the karate manager must stop doing what he's doing and get a new front.
And finally, St Mirren beat Ross County the weekend. Ross County, Frank McAvenny's tip to go down. What do you make of this whole joint manager? Michael Stewart and Kevin Thompson as the manager.
The Siamese twins.
Honestly, embarrassing.
I've never. Is that because the chairman? How does that work? At what point do you say, right? I don't know.
What happens, right? You walk in the morning, they're standing together. Morning gaffers, and then what happens if you go, gaffers, can I hear a word? And one says yeah, and one says no. And then what happens?
It's a strange. What happens if one manager likes half the team, the other manager likes the other half?
Do you think they do like he names a goalie and then the next one names the left back?
I think they're playing a coin heads or tails. Heads or tails that he's in, or tails he's in.
I don't know what the fuck they're
Well,
talking
how does it? How will
that's honestly an embarrassment. Our country again, our league, and we've got joint managers.
Is there chairman
absolutely embarrassing.
Chairman Roy McGregor, who I quite like because he's put a lot of money into Ross County and keeps the club run well.
How can they be happy
but that's the worst.
A manager, like,
I don't
a manager, and what makes good managers is they've got the power, and they what they say goes. And you listen to people, but you're the one that takes it all, and you've got the courage. No two people, because who takes the blame?
Yeah.
Oh, you take the blame. You said that. Embarrassing.
Say they've done really well, and a team thinks, well, we're looking for a nice promising young manager doing well in Scotland. The Ross County manager, they're not going to take two of them.
Because you need to pay double the salary as well.
I just like.
So have they got an assistant? Or is there a new assistant? See, would you play them off against each other if you were a player?
Oh, slaughtered to them.
Well, to slaughter one at the other.
Aye.
You'd be in your element with that role, wouldn't you?
Wow, surely the boys have got to slaughter them. What does Midge say about that?
He likes it.
Does he?
He likes it too, though.
Wow, I'm struggling.
Could Ross County go down?
They could if they don't pick up results, because when you're playing the likes of St Mirren, who is going to be a rival in relegation, and you're not beating them, I thought Ross County they started off very well, but they, a bit like Livingston, have stagnated and they're starting to come down the way, and the teams are starting to catch it. Is there 4 teams on 11 points or something?
That's it, there's 11 points.
So it's, I don't know, anybody could go down, but football's about momentum, and the likes of Livingston and Ross County right now, they're losing momentum. St Mirren weren't scoring a lot of goals and they weren't conceding a lot until obviously they played Hearts the other week there and they lost 5, but I think Jim Goodwin has got something different. I don't know, I think the players will play for Jim Goodwin, whereas let's see how Ross County get on because all they've kind of had is success, getting promoted, having a good start to the season.
A bad patch,
So they've not had a bad patch, so let's see how the two managers work when they go through a bad patch, if they continue to have this slump.
This man's on fire,
You've been brilliant, big man.
Talking to managers, Pochettino's left Spurs. Right decision, Paul?
Yeah, I think very similar side. Derek McInnes, what we're talking about. He didn't deserve to get sacked, but time to move on. Something's obviously happened in there for the summer onwards. Don't know what was going on, but it's time for him to go, and it is time for him to step in the hot seat at Old Trafford.
Wow.
And get the baby assassin out the door. That's what he's called.
Right, can I just say something about Solskjaer, right? You've been battered for 60 minutes for Sheffield United. 2-0 down. You get it to 3-2, and then they score in the last minute. And you see him at the full-time whistle, mate? He's smiling and laughing with Sheffield. I would be going off my nut. If my team had got back to 3-2 and then conceded that, you'd be fuming. He's laughing and joking with Chris Wilder. Imagine Alex Ferguson. If his team lost it.
What Chris Wilder did to the ground and knocked him out.
He just seems far too nice for me.
He's not the man for the job.
I'm sure he's not too nice, but I just think that I think the job's maybe just consuming him now. Where like I don't think in his head he knows what he's doing, but he's not able to put it out there because when would you see the days that Man United would be happy with a point against Sheffield United?
That's what it seems like. It seems like they're happy with a point.
Like Sheffield United have started a great season, and we've got to give credit to your man Chris Wilder doing an unbelievable job. I think somebody said that if any jobs come up, then he'll be totally overlooked because he doesn't fit the bill, and that's absolutely correct. But respect for what he's doing. He's got his team playing the way that they know best to get results. Good players, by the way, some very good players. But Man United, you're bringing on 2 young kids and the boy Mason Greenwood in the left midfield. What was his name? I can't remember, the young boy that scored the first goal.
Oh, he played left back.
And then obviously Rashford's still young. So like, that's who you're relying on. Fred and Pereira. Is it Pereira?
He's Fred, man.
Oh my God, man. 50 million quid. Like, I'm getting 100 quid for 7 million views in a hoverboard. He's getting 500 grand a week. For what?
It's scandalous, isn't it?
Absolutely.
For falling over like you do as well.
Aye, for doing the same thing, I don't get it.
Pochettino, I think he'd down tools at Spurs. So you ever had a manager down tools when he knew his kind of time was up? Who?
No, I've not had it, but I know certainly you've seen managers do it, so you can just tell. But I don't know.
See, when the Canio knew he was going, we played Hartlepool and he was like that to us. Today, this is my last game, lads, so when you get the ball, just kick it out. Just kick the ball back to him. If we get a corner, just kick it out for a goal kick. I don't care.
No way.
I love that.
Brilliant. No, I didn't. Drew on each was big Yogi's team we played. Have you had it, Kev?
No, I don't think I have. I must admit, when I did arrive at Ayr, I felt like Mark Roberts had down tools that day. Scotty McLaughlin backed me up on that. But no, I don't think... I think sometimes managers know the writing's on the wall, but it's tough, you know. It's Pochettino, did he down tools? I think he probably did come the end. I think in his head he's got an idea of where he wants to go, wants to be. So him and the chairman didn't seem like they got on eye to eye.
Supposedly they fell out because he done the Willie Pearson to the chairman.
He watched the podcast and then went into his office and said to him, "Can we sign Willie Pearson or something like that?" He was like, "Who's that?"
Stephen Pearson.
I don't know. And we Daniel Levy fell for it. So it's up to him if he wants to do that.
Tremendous. Brendan Rodgers, where do you went? If he was approached, he is flying. Could Leicester win the league?
I don't think
Liverpool will win the league.
Liverpool's flying, but
I think they could.
Finish second.
I think it'll be Man City and Liverpool at the very end. I think Liverpool will see it through, but I certainly think though the way they're going, it's just amazing what he's done. So no, I don't think they'll go all the way side. But my goodness, what a top manager he really is! Isn't he? He's shown that. I think everybody the other day saying he was in the top 5 managers in the world.
Who said that?
It was on TalkSport. Somebody said it's not realistic. I just caught a wee bit at the end of it and they said he's in the top 5. Do I agree with that? I don't agree with that side, but he's a really top manager. Kev.
See, I think he was very fortunate at the time he went into Leicester because Leicester had some really good young up and coming players and they had a good squad and Nucleus were a good squad. So he came in at the right time and just added his wee touches and he's got them absolutely flying. Are they flying because Arsenal are poor, Tottenham are poor, Man United are poor? You've got to take that into consideration. But effectively, he's doing what's asked of him, and like you say, apparently he was the first choice for the Spurs job.
Yeah.
Had he been offered it, I think he'd have been there in a heartbeat. I don't think so. I think he'd have went because he jumped ship at Celtic as quick as.
Last question I want to ask you. Sam Allardyce was on TalkSport this morning saying that anyone could win leagues in Scotland. I want you to give Sam Allardyce.
You know what? I'm going to go for Big Sam, right?
Go for it.
Because I listen to TalkSport most mornings, and see when he comes on, it actually it beggars belief that man's had many jobs. Because see when he talks about football, I'm like, what's he talking about? I don't get it. All I hear every time he's on in the morning is his Everton record. Sam, you got the boot. Leave it. You're not going back.
I think, to be fair, I know we're slagging him, but he's got 100% record with England, so I thought it was absolutely fantastic with England.
He just sounds like he's always got crumbs on his t-shirt.
Crumbs in his mouth, man. I don't know what it is. I just listen to him and like see if I listen to Brendan Rodgers talking or Pep or Jurgen when they talk about football, I get like a wee bit mesmerised, fascinated by what they're talking about. See when Big Sam's talking and we are in Brazil with a cup of coffee, I'm thinking that
I just want to know what he orders at the chippy, Big Sam, don't you?
Oh man, it must be like a double batter fish supper with an extra side portion of onion
Have you
rings.
seen the video when he starts dancing to the song Rihanna?
Brilliant.
He found love, he's dancing on the stage. What a man.
Right, that's us, lads.
What a day.
That's us. Where are we off to for the madman's birthday?
A birthday lunch, Kev, big man.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Where do you want to go?
It's up to you, mate. It's your birthday. Is Paul the one coming?
I don't know if he's at his bed yet. Don't know. We need to see if we need to try to get him up.
We'll get Paul the win, we'll get Peta, and we'll get...
I genuinely thought Willie Collum was going to be brought here today for me.
Sorry mate, we tried.
Try to get him.
Willie Collum would have been... If Willie Collum had walked through that door, I swear to God, I'd have just crumbled. Sam Allardyce crumbled pie.
Sing us out for your birthday.
Sing us out.
I've not sang for a while, I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Will I sing happy birthday?
To yourself, yeah, on you go, definitely.
The version we've done?
Yeah.
It's your birthday, happy birthday to you. It's your birthday. I've sang for the line, right? Start again. What is it?
Happy
Will we get it playing?
Will we play it?
She's disappeared.
Right, go. Right, come on, Paul. Sing us out for your birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Get that cake. Get on my heat again. Happy birthday. Say, look, Kev, go there.
What?
This is a coaching. You throw that for the heater. Me v Kev. Look, who's going to win the heater?
Right, go to the side. Go over there to the side so the cameras can see you. Over a bit, Kev. Over a bit. We're ready?
Right, go.
Boys up.
Go! Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. It's your birthday.
Tremendous, lads.